Good morning, everybody. My name is Donald, and this is Marie, and we're wishing you happy holidays. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Kwanzaa.
Hello. We're going to talk mostly in this video about Kwanzaa. But before that, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, and a wonderful New Year 2023, and all the holidays in between. And for our Kwanzaa, may this Kwanzaa bring you peace and prosperity. May all the Kwanzaa blessings be shared around your table.
Wishing you a warm and unity among family and friends. Thank you.
Abari Ghani.
Barbara.
Ghani. Ghani.
Johnny, what do that mean?
That means bringing you news.
Okay.
And now I'm going to share with you how to prepare your Kwanzaa table. Abarigani. What is the news? The news is that it is almost Kwanzaa time. December 26th through January the 1st. And here is my table. I would like to explain the items on the table and some of the things I do to prepare my table. The main centerpiece of the table is the kanara, the candles. On here, my candles are actually red. Center one is black, and the ones to the right, the three to the right, are green. Mazao, which means crops, fruits, nuts, and vegetables. It represents the traditional African harvest celebration that Kwanzaa is based on. Then there's the mat, and the mat it can be of straw, but I typically use just paper. But you can also use some African fabric. Then there's the stalks of corn, which represent the children that are present. And they say if there's no children present, you still put corn to represent the children in the community. The seven principles are represented by the seven candles. The candles are red, the center one is black, and then there is the three green ones. The candles are red, green, and black to represent the African people and their struggles. A different candle is lit each day and a principle is discussed. Then the kanara is the wood part that the candles are on that holds the seven candles. It represents stalks of corn from which African ancestors came. The kanara symbolizes human family that was created. I also place books on my table which represent knowledge. I also have the unity cup. On the sixth day of Kwanzaa, there is a ritual to drink from this cup to honor African ancestors. Before drinking, each person says Harambe, meaning let's pull together. And on the last day of Kwanzaa, January 1st, there is the symbol represents gifts to children from their parents. Zawadi. Handmade or educational gifts are handed out to children. Gifts include books, art, and cultural items. Now we'll discuss some of the things I've learned in setting up my table. The candles first: red, black, and green. And the first night of Kwanzaa, the black candle is lit. And it is suggested traditionally that you go from left to right, meaning the farthest left red candle is lit on the second day. Farmost green candle is lit on the third day. And back to the red, then back to the green each of the following nights. And it's also suggested that you light the candles at sundown, that traditionally, and about the same time traditionally. Now, it's also said that you're to replace the candles, that because you're discussing the principle each night while the candle is burning. So you're to replace them. So you will need more than 7. I find though that I light the candles and then I blow them out and to make them last the whole time. And then we discuss it, or I read something about the principles. So that's my suggestion. To keep it simple, just light the candles. Either if you don't have your candles, just research Kwanzaa that day. Read a little bit about the traditions and the principles each evening at that time, or just during the day. That's how you can do Kwanzaa. And also, um, the corn and the fruit, sometimes it's hard to find. Fresh fruits may be a little bit easier. I just use artificial plants and fruits so I can use them each year and set up my table. There are 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and they can be applied to our everyday life. They can be introduced to our family and friends. They can be shared and experienced by our family and friends. And each night you discuss them. This first principle, Yamoja, means unity. Unity with family, friends, and community. Kujichagulia means self-determination and being able to define, create, and speak for yourself. Third principle, Ujima. Ujima means collective work and responsibility. It promotes well-being of the community as one. The fourth principle,
Ujima means cooperative economics, which means to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
the fifth principle, Nia. Nia means purpose. It promotes the collective goals and development of the community rather than an individual on an individual level, rather than on an individual level. 6, Kuyumba. Kuyumba means creativity and the constant improvement of your community to leave it better and beneficial than you inherited it. 7, Amani. Amani means faith. It is based on faith in yourself, in your community, and that a better world will be created now and in the future. And I do have that faith. I have the faith that we, the ones that are here now, will take what was given to us by our ancestors and we will build on it. And we will encourage and teach and instill in the generations to come that we have influence over and that we meet day by day, that the future that they inherit will be better also. I have that faith. I have that faith. Imani. And each of these principles can be done a different way. And they can, like, for example, you can go and support a business. You can support art arts. You can support unity in your family and friends. These principles can be incorporated, and they're wonderful principles to be incorporated, not just during the celebration time of Kwanzaa, but each day. I hope you have enjoyed this segment. Okay, the next segment is on the food, the celebration. And the way you can celebrate this is to um, our traditional New Year's meal, um, the black eyed peas, the cornbread, the greens, the ham, the pork. Those can be incorporated into this. Also, you can, like I did last year, I went to a restaurant, an African, Caribbean, um, different type of restaurants like those, and you can bring the food home and add it to your meal that you already have, or you can go patronize those businesses and learn some new things. I plan to go on YouTube and use some of the recipes that I discover on YouTube for Kwanzaa. So I'm just gonna search Kwanzaa on the YouTube meals and find some meals to recipes to add to my traditional New Year's meal. Once again, happy Kwanzaa. I hope you enjoy learning as you search for knowledge and unity for our families. Happy Kwanzaa! First night of Kwanzaa, your mojo, unity. Unity in family and nation and race. The second night of Kwanzaa, Kuji Chakalia. Third day of Kwanzaa, Ujima. Kwanzaa, fourth day, fourth night, Ujama, Ujama. Nia, Nia means purpose.